I absolutely love making animations. There's all sorts of things that you can do with them, taking your original photos or videos and dropping them into an application to create them into a loop, which you can put into Google Slides presentations, PowerPoint presentations, or just send them out to your friends and family via social media or directly through messages. There really is no more greater social currency these days than a well timed and well placed animated GIF. There's such a powerful and creative tool to be used in our day and age. That's what our lesson's for today. I'm going to teach you how to create these just on your mobile devices using a free application called imgPlay that is good for iOS devices, in other words, Apple devices, or Android devices. This is a freemium application, meaning that it is completely free to use, but in the free use of it, there is a watermark that says imgPlay on it. It's a nominal fee, maybe $5 or less if you want to get to the paid version of it so that there is no watermark, but all of the tools and all of the functions of it are absolutely free to use. So let's get started. Let's check out how to make these things. The application that we're looking at is this one right here. We're going to be talking about imgPlay, this one that I'm wiggling around on the screen right here. Now, the first time that you access imgPlay, it's going to ask you whether or not they can access your videos and photos and things like that. So you need to allow access at first. When you get into the application, what I want you to notice is up at the top here, right now it has selected on video. And when I hit that and it gives me my menu, I can select photos, GIFs, live photos, bursts, or take things directly from my camera. So think about the source material that you want to go from and then work from there. We need to select something to drop it in to be able to manipulate it and create it into an animated GIF or loop. Okay? I am going to go through my favorites album here, and I have a couple of videos here of my daughters that I just think are hilarious and would make really, really good GIFs to create. I'm going to select this one. It's 24 seconds. It's got both of my daughters there, and what they were doing was sort of blowing kisses at the camera. But I love that one right there where my daughter gave that kiss to the camera. So I am going to, up at the top here, we have a little scale that I can take and drag this to literally trim the clip. So I'm going to go nice and slow to figure out where she starts her kiss, which is right about here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab it back and make sure that it finishes that kiss, and that's all that I really want out of this one. So there we've got the kiss, and the kiss, and the kiss. So it's just going to keep looping that kiss over and over and over again. All right, so I'm happy with that, what I have there. It's just a very simple 2-second clip out of a video that I took of my daughters a long time ago. And now I want to get in and really see closely and clearly that kiss happen. So down along the bottom, we have lots and lots of different tools here. I'm going to select crop. And with crop, I can begin to drag this in so that it's literally just my daughter giving that kiss. Maybe I'm going to leave some background space here. And the reason to leave the background space is so that I can add stickers and I can add text if I want to. So I've left a little bit of space on the left of the frame, and we have my daughter blowing kisses to the camera. Excellent stuff. I'm going to click Done, top right corner. Now I have a little dot above the crop icon to let me know that I have cropped this. Let's look at the filters now. There are all sorts of filters that you can add. None of them have names. They're all kind of bizarrely named, but you can kind of scroll through until you find one that you like. I don't like any of these yet. We'll see if I do like. I might just keep it normal. Oh, that one's pretty good right there. VN3. That one is also pretty good. I think I'm going to go VN5. We're going to leave it right there. Okay, excellent. Check mark, bottom right corner. So now I have crop and I've filtered this. Let's look at the stickers and see if there's any that I might like to add. You can paste things in from your clipboard if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to look through the different things that they have. That one in the top left corner that says love looks perfect for this image. So I'm going to put that one into the scene. I'm going to click Done in the top right corner. And we can add that little love icon. And that is also animated. It'll go along with what we're doing. I'm going to get that down just a little bit. So you use 2 fingers on it to be able to scale things in your frame. I'm happy with that, so let's click away from that. And then the last thing that I want to do with this, I think, is just to add some text. When you open up the text, it brings up your keyboard and you can type in literally anything that you want to, but you want to think about where in the frame it's going to be. I want it to show up on the left-hand side of the frame, and I want to kind of stack my words. So rather than write it in solid rows like this, I'm going to write a word or two and then click return, and then a word or two and then click return. You could put in 1 word, you could put in 2 words, you could put in an entire phrase. It's totally up to you what you want to do with this. Since she's blowing kisses out like this, I think I'm going to type in something like, love that idea. Okay, so 3 words. I'm going to go love that idea. So love, and then return, that, and then return, idea, and maybe idea I'll make in all caps. Alright, so we have the text is there. I'm going to click done and just show you what that looks like in there. We can scale it up and put it in really big if we want to. I don't like how big that is because it encroaches on my daughter itself. So we're going to put that right up in the corner up there. But now let's mess around with the text a little bit. I'm going to go back to the top right corner of the text. It has a little pencil icon, so I'm going to go back in and edit the text. There's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I might like to change the font. There are tons and tons of fonts in here that you can mess around with, and you can pick any one of them and see what it looks like with your text. That one looks pretty good to me. Now, in order for that to stand out in the background, it does decently as it does on its own in white, but I'm going to click into this little T down at the bottom. It has a gradient background in the T, and what this will do is put an outline around my letters. And so it's on black already. You can do any of these colors that are in the background here, and I'm just going to scale this up to give it a black outline, and I'm going to go up to about 5.5. That looks good. I'm going to click done, and now that text stands out really well with the outlining done on it. Now, just a couple of other features that you can mess around with a little bit. I'm going to go back to this love, and what I want you to notice is up at the top it has video, and then it has my sticker. And on the sticker, I can move the sticker so that maybe the sticker only shows up halfway through. So let's see how that plays out. It shows up and it is invisible, and then it shows up right as she's blowing that kiss. Let me see if I can get that timed up a little bit better to show up right as she's blowing that kiss. So right as she's going away, the love shows up. Love. Love. See how nicely that works out. Alright, that's all there is to it. We have it, and now we just have to export it. So I have my GIF is all made on here. I've messed around with some filters, with some text, with some stickers. There's tons of fun that you can have with this, but now we want to export it. So in the top right, I'm going to click Next. It prepares that file to be exported, and it has lots of different places that you can send it to automatically, but what I'm going to go for is Save to Photos. In Save to Photos, first you have an option between a GIF and a video. If you save it as a video, it is literally a video file, so it will be however long it is. This is like 2 seconds long, and it's a video file. You can keep it of a low or a high quality, and you can have it loop 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, but I want an animation. So I'm going to go back to GIF, and I like this option where it says looping forever. You could have it loop just once, 3 times, or 5 times, but the infinity symbol to begin with makes it loop forever, and that's the way that I want it. I'm going to save it at a high quality. I'm going to click Save to Photos. It saves very quickly, and now it's in my Photos app. So if I drop back over to my Photos app, I have that animation that I made, and it's all done. Now I can send it out. I can share this with my friends and family if I wanted to. I can send it to my wife, or I can send it to my mother. Anybody you want to. This is some of the ultimate social currency in our culture these days. Nothing says it better for anybody than using an animated GIF.